not going to plug this in until I clamp this guy down. And just like that, we got a working motor.
What's going on, E-World? It's your boy.
Before we move on to the next motor,
And
speed control. With an AC brushless motor, single phase,
the
there's no
biggest
way
e-bike
to
community
really control the speed of this.
by far,
Say through voltage control or something like that.
without a
It's
doubt,
best to use pulleys.
is
There's
the Super 73 community.
now listen carefully.
Because for the most part, when it comes to these style e-bikes, they've been out the longest, and
Engaging.
they have
You
an awesome marketing campaign, and they sell
you gotta draw
just
your
about
leverage.
more bikes than anyone.
That's
And not even
I'll put a link.
just that, they sell one of the most expensive bikes out
So
there
it's best to use
that
adjustable
many may say
pulleys to change the speed.
isn't even worth the price tag that's on these bikes, but they don't have a problem getting it because Super 73 fans are die-hard loyal, and even half of their fan base don't even own the Super 73 yet. Half of their fan base are people waiting to get a Super 73, or many people that are just dreaming about getting a Super 73. That being said, after many get their Super 73s, they seem to always have complaints as far as power goes. Super 73s make very good bikes. They're good quality. They use good parts, good craftsmanship for the most part. They've been experiencing little issues here and there with their motors and other little issues. But for the most part, they are really good bikes, but they are way overpriced. And when I say way overpriced, I feel like many of their average competitors, e-bikes that cost half of what Super 73s cost, to me, they are way overpriced. So you know how I feel about a Super 73. Okay, that being said, one of the main issues that seems to be one of the biggest negatives about Super 73s are they're underpowered. They look really nice, they ride really nice, but for the most part, they are slow. Now, the easiest thing to do to increase a e-bike's performance, first and foremost, actually there are two things. One would be increase its battery to a higher voltage battery system. And the other thing is to change out its controller, which allows how much power and current, how much, yeah, basically how much power gets to the motor. And actually, most people would want to do both: change out the battery system, upgrade to a high voltage, and change out controller. However, the easiest thing to do to any e-bike, if you're just going to do one thing to improve performance, that would be changing its controller. You can change the controller on an e-bike alone, and many times just that in itself will increase the performance of any e-bike. For instance, an average e-bike, let's say my e-bike was a Zugo Rhino, and a Zugo Rhino came with a 17 amp controller, and that was the maximum output, 17 amps. So if you just imagine if you got an aftermarket controller that was double that, let's say 34 amps, 35 amps, that alone should, if not double the speed, it's definitely going to give you a significant speed bump. Now, on most e-bikes, changing the controllers are pretty cut and dry. They're easy to do. As far as Super 73 goes, they're a little more difficult because they try to make their systems proprietary, whereas though they want people to stick with their equipment and make it as difficult as possible to do any upgrade. Now, this is a Super 73 controller. As you can see, the way it's made and designed and put together, they don't even want you to go in this thing. You know, it's kind of hard to even access the internals in this controller. And if you look at their cables are really high quality cables, but they consist of a gazillion little tiny wires inside of each one of these cables. Once again, trying to make it harder to upgrade. You know, everything's plug up, plug in. Now, there have been many guys who have upgraded, modified their Super 73s, and it's not really hard to do. But most of those guys who have done that in privacy of their own garage, their own shop, and off camera. Most of the Super 73 community want nothing more than to be shown how to do this step by step, as the average Super 73 owner knows nothing about doing any of this. So, if I'm not the first, I will be one of the first to do a live video showing step by step. As you can see, this S2 has already been prepped to rewire. I've already cut the controller out. I cut the wires on the controller side so that the factory wires that remain on the bike will be intact. They're not being cut. So in the future, if someone wants to make this bike back to its original stock, all they would have to do is get a factory Super 73 controller and plug it right up. Even the battery connector, you know, I cut that on the controller side, so you can unplug that too. Wait a minute. See that? Same thing with all the connectors. Anyway, I'm going to show you firsthand how to rewire up one of these bikes step by step, wire by wire, to any aftermarket controller. Therefore, you at home can take your Super 73 and just install a new controller. That alone will give this bike a whole new life. Now, you want to take it beyond that, you install a controller and a new battery system. You want to take it beyond that, you install a new controller, a new battery system, and a new motor. But anyway, it has yet to be done and shown on camera. And I'm also debating with myself, am I going to do this procedure and have this shown on YouTube? Or am I going to just do it on my Patreon account? Because I've been trying to get a DIY community online. And as much as I want to help people save money, They seem to not want to help me in return by even joining my $3 Patreon. $3 is all it costs to get this type of knowledge that would cost you hundreds of dollars if you had to take your bike to a shop and have this done. They would take your wallet out of your pocket and turn it upside down along with you with it. But it seems as though a lot of people just want something for nothing. I don't mind helping everyone out. You know, that is why I have my channel. Because I want to keep guys from spending hundreds and thousands of dollars and letting these e-bike places, the mechanics, the factories and everything rip them off. So I'm here for the smaller man. Anyway, this is just a preview. It is getting ready to go down. But as I say, I'm not sure where I'm going to upload this video. So if you want to, if you're interested in how this is done, then you might want to go ahead and reserve your place by subscribing to my Patreon account. And you can join my Patreon. Just go to my main YouTube page, go to the About section, and there's a link for my Patreon. Now, I will be showing, if I do just show this on Patreon, I will show some of it on YouTube, for the most part, telling you what to do. But everything step by step, wire by wire, I'm pretty sure I believe I'm just going to do that on Patreon. And everyone keeps telling me, even Super 73 owners are telling me that I should get paid for this information. Something. So, you know, most people don't even want to give me a sub. So you don't even want to give me a sub, you know. Should I really just be giving you this info? But anyway, like I said, that's what I want to do. But show me some love back. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, it's going down, fellas. You got time. I'm just getting started. I just was doing some testing. I don't even have the equipment yet, but I am about to go through and test all these wires and see what's what. So, like I said, you're interested? Go ahead and reserve your spot now. All right, that's it. Just a little taste of what's coming. Deuces.